Bam, 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 bam. PropAholics, welcome to the day before the UFC Vegas 112 weigh-in show. I was gonna say day before Christmas, but it's not. The last PropAholics until Christmas, chat. It's Christmas. Welcome to the show. Hey, I'm talking shit, bro. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Listen, I was gonna say I don't got much to say. I got a lot to say. All right. We got a lot of shit to get into. Understood? Yeah. A lot of shit to talk about. How's it going? What's up? The boys are back in town. Yeah. I'm happy to be here, everyone. Hello. Whoop, whoop. What's up? It's PropAholics time. It's PropAholics J. Feeling holiday and festive up in here. Woo! I wish that I could play some Christmas music, but YouTube will probably get me in trouble for it. So it is what it is. Greetings. What's going on? Welcome to the show. I was live earlier. If you didn't tune in, well, I guess you just missed it. I don't know. I got nothing else to fucking say. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. You guys missed a good stream if you didn't tune in earlier to me hanging out. But don't do whatever. You ever heard the line? Do whatever the fuck you want to do. You understand me? Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you got to do. So what we're going to do on a PropAholics day is live it up. PropAholics J. Okay? We're going to run through the card. We're going to talk about the favorite props. I'm not going to skip the ladies' fights, though. A serious percentage of me wants to. I really do. But I won't. I won't. I'll do it all. I'll be classy, respectable, whatever you guys are used to. I'll go through it all, man. Wow, I'm so excited for the prelims. So excited. My excitement is really jumping. The ladies' fights on this card could be money, I guess. Yeah. So let's start it all. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Listen, I just want to start it off right. The ladies' fights. Oh, shit. Let's start it off. Prop J in the building. AA. Prop J, whatever you say. Welcome to PropAholics. We're going to talk about the fights, and they say I will drop some knowledge. Yeah. Yagwan, it's the big one. Fight number 1 on the card, man. We got Jamie Lynn Horth and Tereza Bledá. I'm going to go with Tereza Bledá. Younger, more potential, good grappling game, bigger, longer arms. I feel like she has a lot of upside. UFC fights against Gabriela Fernandez and Natalia Silva. She's 1-1. Both ranked opponents, and Natalia Silva a top contender. Tereza Bledá hasn't fought in 2.5 years. Of course, it's a red flag. She's been dealing with staph infection that has essentially thrown her whole life off. Forget about just a, fighting career. How's she going to look upon returning? Genuinely, I don't know. I can presume. I think she's better. She's a minus 160 favorite, right? Ladies fight, so over 2.5, especially with the grappling stylist. Minus 325. Okay, what else do we got? Bledá decision plus 140. Bledá sub 5-1. What are we doing? You were rewatching the lunchtime live. Thanks for the love. Hey, of course, users, my boy. W, bro. AJ Claus doing the best show out there. Let's go premium picks. Well, we're going to have to find out what we're running up for the props time. All right? What are we running up for props on this damn card? Such a stacked prelim. Such a stacked prelim. Oh, my word. Oh, my Lanta. Dog or pass. That can be an option if you guys want. I can put a dog or pass option, but Bledá is 81% of the chat's picks. But if you want, I'll put a dog or pass. Oh, my Lanta. All right, let me just bring the odds right in my face. So Bledá to win by decision plus 140, sub plus 500. So I'm going to write down those two. Those seem likely. Hey, Glass House Aquatics. Thank you for the $9.99. Bledá decision and Brito inside distance. Extremely live. You like the Brito inside the distance side. Interesting. Could he buzzsaw this kid who's unproven? Absolutely. But the unproven kid is tough. The unproven kid is tough. Thank you for $9.99, Glass House. Bledá decision, I'm assuming, is going to be the masses call. Over 2.5. Minus 325. Do you want a dog or pass option? Well, that's what you're getting. So, obviously it's PropAholics, but I'm not going to force props that maybe I don't need to. Danny DeVito in the chat. What's up, Danny DeVito? Danny DeVito. What's up, Danny boy? Yeah, man, it's Danny boy bringing the heat, man. Yagwan, it's the Danny boy. So I put 4 props out. Get your votes in, whatever catches your eye the most. Yo, what's up, Trey Good? Big W, Wagwan. I don't blame you for abstaining. Listen, you don't need to drop a vote if you're not into this fight at all. I'm not shitting on you. I'm not hating on you. Whatevs. Whatever, Whatever. Over 2.5, I mean, it makes sense. I get it. This is a lower level ladies fight, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Hey, let's go, Nicholas Phil Hauer. What's up, my dog? Nobody's into this fight. Valid. But I need to get a poll vote in. Do I feel like sitting here doing this? Absolutely not. Would I rather put my feet up and fucking smoke a cigarette right now? Probably. Actually, yes, absolutely. That sounds great. What's up, AJ? Great cold ass night to find some value. Hey, what are you looking at? W, my friend. 2 years away or not, I do agree Bledá is the A side. There's your lines, dog. What do you want to do? Get your votes in. Yeah. Yeah, the lip pillows will have to do, Coltrane. Nashville is freezing right now. What's temp? Horth sucks, but she's tough enough to not get finished. You know, that's literally the W analysis. Fight night's so much funnier with you, AI, no Diddy. Hey, thank you, bro. I think I meant AJ, but yeah, thank you, J49559. Fight nights are a good time with the boy, you know, and this stream's a good time too. I'm talking crazy, having fun, jambling around my words and shit. I don't fucking know. Make sure you smash the like button. How about that? Remember, if you don't smash the like button, Santa Claus is not coming to your town. All right? That's what I can offer for you. Santa's not coming to your fucking town. You don't hit the likes, Santa's not coming. 38, that is cold. 38's cold. But then people from the way up north will tell you that's nothing. Those way up north folks is different, bro. The folks from like the north. You're going to Nashville for New Year's. That's just going to be cold as fuck. It is. It'll be a vibe, though. It'll be a cold-ass vibe, though. Grinch J, I am the Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch J. Call me Mr. Grinch J. From Louisiana, that shit would be record-breaking out here. Shit, bro. Louisiana seems like a cool spot. All right, there seems to be a clear enough picture painted that Tereza Bledá to win by a decision seems to be the call of the masses, seems to be the community call. So Bledá by decision sitting at 40% is going to be the official poll winner for fight number one. And thank God I get to move on to the next fight, because I just really did not feel like talking about the ladies fight any longer. I really didn't. I'm very excited to move on. Now we're moving on to an obscure heavyweight fight, that's fucking awesome, but it is what it is. Let's move on to obscurity in the heavyweight division. We have AJ Frye versus Guilherme Pat. That's my, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I'm yawning. I'm sorry. It's not me trying to be a dickhead here. Guilherme looks like he's on roids with the fucking dynamite delts. What is he pumping synthol in his shoulders? So I got potential steroid delts versus, unfortunately, just mediocrity on the side of Frye. I got a 6'5" juice head who's got good karate, who's light on his feet, got some good head kicks, some good straights, versus a wild gunslinging brawler. 6-0 and 5-0 is not, this is not a UFC fight. This is a contender series fight. This is a contender series fight on a UFC card. Guilherme Pat, but I say that with so low confidence. Like he could get knocked out. He looks good though, like the light on the feet striking, but I don't know if he's got any heart. Both are UFC career mode creative fighters you fight on the regional scene. Valid. You going Frye round one KO, maybe even 60 seconds? Possible. Possible, dude. Guilherme Pat. I don't know, man. This is making a pick on this one. I don't know. I think Guilherme Pat should be able to outstrike him, knock him out. Looks cleaner, but again, it could be a dog or pass. There's a possibility of a knockout prop. I'll get into the props here in a second. You know what I'm saying? Zachary Candyman Gilliland back in this thing. Look at the legend, man. Look at the legend, bro. You should have been the BKFC champ by now. What the fuck is going on, Zach? What the hell happened to the dream, man? You told me you were trying out. What happened? You told me Candyman to the top. That is the greatest nickname of all time. You do realize, like, you're blessed with, like, a true main event caliber nickname. Guilherme Pat, he does seem to have that deceptive heavyweight speed like a Cyril Gane. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see if he lands. Heavyweight going outside, man. Oh, shit. You got busy? I understand, bro. It's all good. Listen, I hope life's going good. I just like fucking around, bro. If you listen, you still got the greatest nickname ever. Doesn't make a difference. Hey, love you too, brother. I hope life's going great for you, man. And then we'll get you in BKFC. Listen, at the very least, it'd be cool to see a fucking walkout. You know what I'm saying? Play some rap, dance it out a bit, bring the fucking thunder. You can tell them where you started, bro. You can mention me. I'm going to close out the poll once the 50-50 is broken. So a couple of savages, please vote in Guilherme Pat or AJ Frye. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Fight to start round 2? No. We'll look at the odds right now as I'm waiting for the damn votes to even. It's 50-50, bro. Like I can't close out the poll at 50-50. Guilherme Pat's a bit of a favorite. I doubt any of y'all are money lining him. Let's see. Pat by KO plus 100. Frye by KO plus 185. Fight ends in KO is 4-1 odds, dog. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 450. This fight is expected to end within the first 2 rounds. Fight doesn't start round 2, minus 110. I think Pat wins a boring decision. Pat round 2 is 5-1. Merry Xmas to you and the Finch man. The fuck the Grinch took the rest of the Grinch meal. Sucks at McDonald's. Damn, bro. I actually tried to get a Grinch meal, bro. They didn't have it. They only had the salt. The salt tastes like a fucking pickle, you know? Betting on this fight. You want to play with Wildfire? This is the way. So you want to play with Wildfire, chat? Well, here is your chance. Play with fire. This is your play with fire fight of the night. How do you want to run it? So we'll just go like this. We got Pat, KO. Pat, KO. What the fuck is Horth on the screen? What the hell happened? Pat by KO. Plus 100. Frye by KO. Plus 185. Fight ends in KO is not even worth your while at 4-1. Under 1.5, do you guys think? Minus 160. Okay. And then what else do we got here? Anything else? Fight doesn't start round 2. Fight ends in round 1. Minus 110. I will say, though, you could make some money going Guilherme Pat in the second round. Because he's won by later finish before. Though he does have violent abilities, you know? But he could be like a Cyril Gane type where he takes his time. So proceed with caution. Because Guilherme Pat is a bit more of like a technical maestro. And Frye's the brawler, though. So obviously counters are there. But Guilherme Pat might be a little bit feather-fisted like Cyril, where it's volume over everything. But his kicks are nice. So I don't know, man. Like, we haven't seen these guys fight at a high level, so you really don't know. Like, I can make a prediction, but we have no high rate of like, experience and shit to compare. But, hey, prospect battle. We'll find out who's got it. I look forward to finding out who's got it. Guilherme Pat, he's coming off a win in the LFA. The guy he beat was 4-4 at the time. He knocked him out in the 3rd round. Alan Frye, coming off a win over Ultimate Fighter finalist Justin Frazier. And you might be asking, who the fuck is that? He fought in the Ultimate Fighter finale in 2018. He hadn't fought in MMA since 2019. He came back this past September. And he got fucked up by a prospect. Big AJ Guru just said he recorded a 70-minute reaction of Francis' aerial interview. You're late to the scoop gang. You could have been the first one covering. Damn, bro. Guru did it, man. Guru did it. I thought about doing it today, bro, but I won't even cap, man. I felt fried today. You know the beautiful thing in this game, Swerve? God bless Guru. Let him do his thing. It wasn't my destiny, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back on the next one. 70 minutes is crazy, though. Holy shit. Wonder what that movie is going to be about. Why is everyone picking Kape? What am I not seeing? It's probably the hand speed, but nah, like picking Royval is fine. Punch power, switch stance ability, Royval being willing to trade on the feet. All good, man. You were the first to make the Jamal Joanna vid, so all good. You can have this one. Yeah, bro. Listen, I'll be back on the news, man. It's just, listen, I've done this game a long time. There's always something to cover, bro, and sometimes you miss shit. And if you sit around pissed off that you missed, you know what? You missed the next one. So I just dust myself off. I got a big weigh-in show tomorrow. I got PropAholics now. It's all good, bro. But I appreciate you letting me know. I want to check out Guru's video for sure. What's that sweater? It's a Christmas sweater. Jack Santa Claus. Never a dull week in MMA. I'm hoping we have a ton of news during the off weeks. Guilherme Pat by KO is going to win the poll. Guilherme Pat by KO wins. 40% of the chat thinks Guilherme Pat is getting the knockout. Wow. Okay. Guilherme Pat, the people's call of the evening. There it is. Barnes, I thought I banned you for 24 hours, bro. What the fuck happened? This is a different account? My word. I can't avoid you, Mr. Pibb. All right, all right. Guilherme Pat by KO in first place. Second, Frye by KO, of course. Under 1.5 is in third. Fight ends in round 1, last place. Only 4% on that vote. Let's keep running up. Next fight on the card is ladies, Melissa Croden and Luana Santos. Competitive fight between these two girls, man. Hey, shout out to Trev Botics. Mr. Trev Bot in the house. What's good, my brother? Hope you've been doing well. Like and sub, you folks. Let's go, Trev Bot. It's been good, my dog. I'm glad to see you in the PropAholics stream, homie. W Trev Bot in chat. Absolute gem to the channel. Thank you for the $19.99, bro. Generous ass dono, homie. For real, for real. Thank you, brother. Melissa Croden is going to be my pick. If she can keep it striking, I do think she wins. She's pretty physically imposing, 5'9", a real thick, like jacked woman at 135 pounds. Santos is going to have the grappling advantage without a doubt. But if it turns into more of a striking fight, I think Melissa Croden is going to find some real success in the boxing. I think Melissa Croden is going to really be able to sting Luana Santos up on the feet. I look at it and I think to myself, I don't know if I trust in Santos consistently hitting the takedowns or strangling Croden. She might control the first round, but what happens in the second? What happens when Croden just keeps coming? Because Croden has proven that she's got the dog in her. I'm going to say that Melissa Croden is live to go out and pull off this upset. Feels like a coin flip fight, and I lean Croden. The odds obviously slightly favoring the side of Luana Santos, but not by a ton. She's a -126 favorite, so damn near even money odds on these two ladies. And I see why, because it is a very competitive fight between the two girls, too. Chad is leaning Croden nice and early. Look at that. Can't miss PropAholics. My boy started a gaming stream, and I've been helping him get set up recently. Feels good to be back. W, Trevbot. I'm glad to have you back, my friend. You're an absolute gangster. What's up, Hernanov? Good to see you, bro. I was missing you earlier, bro. I saw what you sent me on X, dude. Fight Pass is really gone. LFA, where are they going to be at now? Just YouTube? Kind of crazy. End of an era for real, man. End of a damn era. What's up, Francisco Labita? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, big homie. Good to see you, bro. All right. Let's check out some of the props. So I'm going to put a dogged pass option. I think that makes sense. I think some folks really do like the Santos side. So I'll put a Santos wins by, what do you want? Decision or submission on your lineup? All love, AJ. Been grinding at work. Lots of people on vacay, pick up extra work coming up in the coming days. Good share now. Making that bread. Regional cards honestly do best on YouTube nowadays. Completely agree. Started a new job this week, so I've been missing the lunchtime lives, but I'm here when it matters most. PropAholics. Let's go, Francesco Levita. I believe the library of fights will be shifted to Paramount. Yes. Santos sub. I knew some of you guys would like Santos sub. At plus 450, I'll put her on there. So Santos sub. See. Croden decision. Plus 240. Croden KO. Plus 450. Damn, son. Damn, son. Spread on Croden. Minus 225. Ain't even worth it. Danny DeVito's nephew, AJ, is the best MMA analyst east of the Mississippi. W. Ryan Rosegold. You're right. I'm making Unky Danny DeVito proud. Making him proud, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for the love on the sweater, King's World. I appreciate you, homie. You know, I love my classic women's MMA over 2.5. My gut says it ain't happening on this one. Yeah, this one is, you know, a fight that could potentially end in finish. I do think the over is live, though. I won't cap. But the value is on some of these finish props. The Croden plus 240 is Croden decision. I just absolutely botched that. My God. Damn it. That'll throw the poll for a loop if I have that incorrect. So let me fix that. Yeah, there is a bicep flex on the sweater. Savage bicep flex, dude. All right. All right, all right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, bro. I bought Alpha Brain last night, actually. How'd you know? I'm on it right now. Call me Alpha Brain J. I feel the difference already. Not actually on Alpha Brain. I'm kidding. It's supposed to just be like a jacked Santa Claus. I don't know. It's a good vibe. I got it last year. It's a vibe and a half. It's a hell of a vibe. WAJ, thank you, bro. On any supplements? I mean, I use creatine every day. Jacked Factory. Nitric oxide booster is pretty good. I take vitamin D3 and taurine. Yeah, my favorite holiday is Xmas for sure, for sure. Hey, congrats on graduating from college, bro. Holy shit. That's big shit, King's World. All love, dude. I'm definitely on the creatine, bro. I got the creatine bulk right now. Omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah, that's good shit. I should probably take them too. AJ gonna start eating elk and watching bear videos now. I'm gonna follow Joe Rogan's footsteps to a T. Absolutely. Every element of Rogan I will follow to a fucking T. How about that? How about that, chat? The Dagestan creatine. I'm actually ordering the Dagestani creatine. I've been feeling the Xmas cheer this year for real. Christmas so back. I'm happy to hear that for you, Trevbot. Amino acid. I haven't been, bro. I just try to get as much protein as I can without it. Save myself the fucking headache, man. You know? Wow, Croden by decision is just absolutely annihilating the poll. Not even a competitive vote in so far. I mean, the disparity is vast. The 9 ancestral tenants, bro. The 9 ancestral tenants. Yeah, Christmas does feel more hype this year. I completely agree with you, Francisco Labita. But not that amino acids are bad, Hernano. If you like it, try it. Like, you can definitely, get some type of results. All right. So, chat, here we go. Croden by decision wins the poll at plus 240 with 50% of the vote. So it seems like the mass opinion is Croden getting it done on the scorecards. Croden going out and showing out, getting it done by judge's decision. We're about to run up to the heavyweight fight, the next heavyweight fight. Also, chat, make sure you all hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. Let's run these likes up nicely for this PropAholics episode, the final PropAholics show of the year. Next fight on the card, we got Sharaf versus Steven Asplund. I think that Asplund's hands are going to be concrete, as the nickname says. I think Asplund is going to be able to box up Sharaf. Sharaf is a brawler, man, and that falls perfectly into Asplund's style. I think the style that gives Asplund pause is a guy who's looking to wrestle with him. But if you're going to sit in the pocket and slug, this is his world, man. Slightly bigger heavyweight. I think the more heavy-handed guy of the two and the more experienced professional fighter that has fought some decent opposition outside of the UFC. And listen, at one point, this guy was carrying around 525 pounds. I think that somehow translates to some fucking knockout power in both fists. And I think that Sharaf is probably going to come in reckless and probably get caught in the first round. I mean, Asplund by KO round 1 seems to make the most sense. If it goes out and ends up, going distance or something, that would be a more shocking result than, Petr Yan last week looking like a god amongst men. I think fight ends by KO. I think fight probably ending early by KO. And I think probably Asplund is the guy to deliver the most damage and land the bigger shots and have the bigger moments. The odds, they favor Asplund. He's minus 230 to Sharaf at plus 185 or plus 195 even. Let's see. Under 1.5, minus 180. Asplund KO sitting at minus 135. Asplund and under 1.5. I'll read that line off for you. Minus 110. Asplund's expected to deliver a scintillating KO early. I don't even need to leave the fighter poll up for long. I mean, it's 95-5, bro. There's not even an argument. There's really no faith in Sharaf from anybody in the world. But how I look at it, I think Asplund by KO at minus 135, it makes a lot of sense. And the way this fight ends is probably under a round and a half. So under 1.5 at minus 180 makes a lot of sense. You're not going to get much trying to bang an Asplund money line. It's minus 230. But if you like maybe Asplund KO round 1, you got plus 185. Let's write that down. It's actually pretty solid. And does anybody like the underdog side? You want a dog or pass? Anybody going Sharaf? I don't think so. What's Asplund first 2 rounds? Minus 135. Asplund wins round 1 and 2. That's actually not bad. I'll put that on there. Let's do it. Let's run that poll up. I like that. Marines don't lose. Sheriff sees red and there's no stopping them. Listen, I respect the Marine Corps. And I respect the fact that Sharaf is a savage Marine. But Asplund's a big boy with serious power. And it's fighting, man. This ain't the military, bro. It's caged warfare. It's not battleground warfare. They're not in the middle of fucking Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? They're in Las Vegas at the UFC Apex. And I think the battle tested Asplund more likely to win. And I'll say he gets it done. The seeing red is cringe. I think he's just fucking around. I don't think he's actually being like dead serious about it. He's having some fun, you know, dropping some semantics and shit. The thing is with Sharaf and Tafa, I mean, he gassed bad. It was like both fighters wanted to put their hands on their knees and take a timeout. That was a really like low quality fight. That looked like real low level shit. And now Tafa's down at 205. I think that Asplund heavyweight power that he showcased is going to be a difference maker. And he keeps on coming and he cracks hard. I think he's going to find that chin and put down the side of Sharaf. I feel Asplund handling business makes the most sense. How many heavyweight round 1 KOs recently? I think it's going to happen again. Quick KO, savage mode. Quick KO, savage mode. I feel like you have to go round 1, yeah. %48% of chat going Asplund KO. She. Damn, bro. It's a blowout again. Asplund to win and Asplund by KO. I think at -135, Asplund by KO. Seems like a fair tag. And like, dude, it seems like it's going to hit too. I think Sharaf sits in the pocket too much. And I think Sharaf is going to get caught by a thudding shot. And I think he's going to be looking up at the lights, wondering what the fuck happened. I think that's what's going to come to fruition here. What the absolute fuckity fuck happened is what he's going to be thinking after getting thudded up by some bombs. I'm screaming, deck the halls. Ooh. Round 1 KO single bet. Asplund KO in a parlay, free square. Huh. Interesting take, King of the North. Very interesting take. Asplund is the darkest of heavyweight. Best comparison I've ever heard. At times he does remind me a little bit of Dawkins. Dana, dana, dana. Bana, bana, bana. Big shot hitter. Big bomb slugger. Please, God, stop letting Magny wins fights. It's crazy. Well, let's get to the Magny fight. Neil Magny versus Yaroslav Amosov. I think that Amosov is going to beat him. I mean, dude, look at the recent photo. This guy is in elite shape. He's a 5-round fighter. He's a former Bellator champion. He's an elite wrestler, grappler. Neil Magny is not dealing with a guy that has the cardiovascular flaw. This is a guy that can control him for 3 rounds and embrace the grind. This is a guy that could take him down and work for the finish. I mean, this is a very difficult matchup for Neil Magny because it's somebody that can keep a pressure-heavy grappling pace. Hey, Jorik, my boy, thank you for the 5. How many props vote and hit last card, or at least right on fighter who won? Let me get the fucking scale up on it. I have it all written down, but just gotta find it. Hold on. Bro, thank you for the $5, bro. You know, I'm a real sweet guy because I could be like, dog, you're interrupting the show. But I'm like, no, let me check for you, bro. Let me check. I actually am curious. All right, all right. So the people called Pantoja sub. Obviously, I called Van underdog. Let's see what we got here. Talbot decision, Torres KO, Duncan by sub, over 2.5 in the Barber fight. Ziam decision, Pereira decision, Turner by KO, Baranovsky KO, inside distance also. Malik, round 1, and Malik sub. That was called by me. And then Santos KO was actually a mention of the chat. So just something to read off from last week. Hey, thank you for the $5, Jorik. I appreciate you. Let me get back to the breakdown. I think that Amosov is very live to win by submission. I know people saying he's trash, but guy's a good grappler. Guy's a grade A grappler. It's not disrespect towards Magny from me. Amosov is a dangerous pressure wrestler. I don't think he's going to blow it against 38-year-old Neil Magny. I think he's live to thrive. And I think he's going to win. 73% of the chat going Amosov. Look at that. Okay, chat. Chat calling Amosov. Magny is good, but Amosov brings it exactly. The thing is, Magny has struggled against real high caliber grapplers before. This is a different beast. This is a high caliber beast. I see Amosov handling, but how does he win? Because the money line is not where necessarily the money can be made. Amosov is a 4-1 favorite. These are wide odds for him. What do you want to do? Amosov submission plus 170. I think that seems like pretty sensible outcome. Amosov decision plus 200. If you got Neil Magny, how does he win? Amosov, how else? Grant Dawson was saying he only spars hard once a week and now he wants to do 3 times. What do you think? Maybe he needs it because he doesn't have a knack for punching. It's like there's a natural talent with boxing that he doesn't have. And I think like he doesn't have good eyes for shots, which is why you see him getting cracked. You like Magny decision plus 675. Amosov inside distance at plus 100. Or do some of you guys like an over here? Amosov ITD plus 100. I think he finishes. I think Amosov is a mean motherfucker. This seems like a bad matchup for Neil Magny, if you ask me, chat. Also, my people, we're at 47 likes. What are the odds we get 50 likes up in here? Big Savage J hunting for 50 likes on the PropAholics stream. I think 50 likes is pretty attainable by the 45-minute mark. So make sure you hit the button. Show some live likes, some love. You know what I'm saying? Sub round 1, Amosov Coltrane going sniper. So you think he's going to absolutely destroy Neil Magny? Amosov to win by first round submission. Plus 425. It's actually not that crazy. The odds are not that crazy. That's interesting. Damn. Might as well pick Amosov inside distance. I've been screwed by the club and sub or sub turned to TKO ground and pound. I think that's why it's worthwhile to put ITD in the slate. Though sub feels like the most logical call of the bunch. Something to be said about throwing an Amosov inside distance just to, you know, save it if he mounts him and pounds him with big shots. What a call. What a call. What a call. Dude, holy shit. Amosov sub is blowing everything out. Not even competitive. It's a complete and utter blowout at the moment. Amosov by sub is plus 170 at the moment. It's not just winning, it's shitting on everything else. Inside distance at second place at 36%. So safer side, you're still getting plus money is Amosov to win inside distance. I really think Amosov is going to catch him in like a Darce choke, maybe even a Gilly. You think Amosov rounds 1 or 2? I'll look at the odds for you. Amosov rounds 1 or 2. Oh, damn. Plus 135. So, again, you got plus money on that as well. Who picked this, brother? Brother, Amosov gonna smash the guy. Magny by getting subbed and Herzog waking him up back to a round 3 TKO. Is Herzog reffing this fight? All right. All right, all right. Got some votes posted up in there. Good votes, guys. I appreciate the votes. Next fight is a new fight on the card. We got Thomson and Brito going after it. I'm really excited to see y'all's take on this. He's not 2-2. What the fuck? How many fights there were 2-2 is insane. He's not 2-2. He's 9-2. Isaac Thomson is a blossoming prospect fighting out of Team Alpha Male with a well-rounded MMA game, serious 3-round cardio, and good defensive wrestling. Joanderson Brito is a UFC veteran at this point with some real danger. I mean, he hits pretty hard. He's got good jiu-jitsu. It's a serious jump in levels from, you know, the current opposition that he's been fighting against to now fight against Joanderson Brito. I kind of feel like Thomson, he could be a live underdog here, but am I reaching a little bit? I've been saying I want to see him on the scale. I want to see how they face off. The kid looks like he's got a lot of potential. Like watching tape, I was really impressed by his stance switches, by his kickboxing sharpness. I think that he's a real sound talent. And I actually think that he's better than Melsik Bagdasaryan because he's got good defensive grappling, whereas, you know, Melsik had a clear disadvantage in wrestling here. No, he's not as sharp in the arsenal of kickboxing, but does have some deceptively powerful hands and does also have pretty good punch combinations. Feels like a fucking toss-up. They don't even have all the odds yet. I think it goes over a round and a half at minus 185. You like Brito sub round 1 or 2? I'm excited to see this kid weigh in. I want to see his confidence at the face-off. I want to see what the size difference looks like. Joanderson Brito, it makes sense to pick the veteran of the UFC logically. But there's also this what if factor about the fight that I can't seem to easily shake. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to let the poll run a little longer. It's within 12 percentage points, but Brito is currently in the lead. Joanderson Brito is dangerous with submission threats and does have power. He's a good pressure fighter. He's also just a terrifying Brazilian fighter. 7 years older, right? He's a mature, grown-ass man versus, a real young buck in the game. They have an over and under 2.5, yeah. They have the over-unders. The under is plus, but it's actually, instead of over-under 2.5, the main option is actually the 1.5. The 2.5, I'm not seeing much yet. Looks like the poll is actually widening out. Okay, Joe Anderson Brito is the community pick. Dude, I really want to see the fucking scales, but I think Thomson's a live underdog. I really think this kid's a bit of a gangster, but it's like, am I going to pick against the guy with 8 UFC fights? It's like, am I reaching just because he's a dog? You know? Over 1.5. Currently sitting at minus 185. Under 1.5. Plus 161. Let's find out what the people like as far as the over-unders. That's a good read. Everything else, we'll find out tomorrow during the weigh-in recap show. The weigh-in recap show is the tell-all show, you know? That's when I really feel like I'll know my pick. I haven't even seen this kid at a UFC weigh-in, a face-off. What is he bringing to the table? How's the weight cut look? How big does he look on the scale? Let's see. What's up, J. Lou? Yo. If under 2.5 is plus money, you're hammering it. It's not out yet, so I don't know. I know under 1.5 is plus money. Which fight is the vote on? There's an over under 1.5 for Joe Anderson Brito and Isaac Thomson. Number one bullshit. The winner of the fighter poll was Brito. There's no other props available at the time of this stream, so I will be doing the in-depth look mañana. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's the in-depth look, Jay. I gotta trim that fucking beard, man. I gotta line this shit up a little bit. Wow, chat's really liking that over 1.5. I mean, I think that just shows Thomson's grit at the least intrigues people. Kid looks like a dog for sure. Brito, listen, he's a risky guy to be overly confident in a matchup against a prospect that seems to have good defensive wrestling and cardio. Where Brito thrives is against a Melsik Bagdasaryan, where there's a clear pathway to success. Tricky, man. I want to see what Thomson looks like at the face-off, but my brain was telling me Thomson's live to pull off an upset. But then there's the other side of me that's like, wait a second. Wait a second. And I was like, Brito's the vet. First poll should be the money line poll, and the second one all props. You think I should throw the odds in the first poll? That's not a bad idea. I tend to just throw the fighter names in there. I like that idea, Herb. I like that idea. W Herb. No, Faded. I have not yet. We're getting to it. Not on it yet. The over 1.5, it's a sweltering favorite by the people, so I'm just going to keep it as the people's call. So for this fight, with limited viability as far as the options. We got over or we got under. That's all you got for props for this fight. Respect to the call on that side by the Savages. You know what I'm saying? Feature prelim is a ladies fight. Feature prelim is the ladies going after it here. Ladies featured. Here we go. Right. Let's jump ahead. Ladies feature prelim is Amanda Lemos, striking phenomenon, versus Jillian Robertson, pure control and pressure. It's a battle of two pathways. Lemos' takedown defense is pretty good, and her striking is definitely better than Robertson's. Robertson, if she gets on top, Lemos is going to really have a hard time getting back up to her feet. Tough, bro. I feel like Lemos, she's live to win, but as I say it, I'm like, why does it not feel right for this card? Even though I'm picking her right now, I'm like, why does it not make sense? Why is it that even though I think she's better than Robertson, Robertson probably hits a trip and grinds her out 2 out of 3 rounds? Is it because she's 38? But against Tatiana Suarez, her nightmare takedown defense, it was like she was cracking Suarez. Dude, I think this funny. Last card of the year, one of the most difficult prediction shows for me. Wow. Isaac KO Lahayan Douglas, so that's interesting. Right, Useless? That's a big win. You feel like Robertson all day. We can't overthink it. Fair point. You're not confident in Robertson at all this week. And you're a fellow Canadian. That's interesting to hear, Braden. You're not repping with your countrywoman to get it? Interesting. 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 Let's look at this here. Amanda Lemos plus 170. Jillian Robertson minus 200. Robertson really, minus 200 is interesting, right? Favorite status for clear cut against a girl that's fought for a belt, that just fought Tatiana Suarez and stopped the majority of the takedowns. It's definitely not a walk in the park for either gal. Also, chat, we're about to hit the 1 hour mark of stream. Make sure you guys get me to 60 likes. Hey, Com Flamingo, thank you for $4.99. This just might be the hardest card to predict. I was just thinking that. Others might say easy squeezy. Thank you for $4.99, Com Flamingo. Yeah, dude. It feels like a hard card to predict. Like last week's card felt easier, bro. As there's like arguments on both sides of a good handful of these fights that I think like you're valid, you know? With this one, you're valid if you say Lemos, she's going to out kickbox her and stop takedowns, but you're also valid if you're like, yo, Robertson eventually gets her down and she's not going to be able to move. I will say, though, Lemos coming off the Suarez fight, that's a good fight to have right before this one. Because Suarez is a strong wrestler. That's all she wants to do. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I need one more pick. I'm doing a 2-leg hammer to finish off the year. 1 leg I have locked. Just need another supremely confident pick. What is the first one? And then I'll see what I can do. Robertson for the dub. 5 for the... That's the people's call. The people have called Robertson at 73%. So there's really no argument from the community. You guys are confident that not only is it going to be Jillian Robertson, but it should be pretty one-sided according to what the chat votes are. I feel like it's a fucking fight, man. All right, guys. So let's drop some of the favorite props. What are we thinking as far as the prop betting side of this matchup? What is the prop betting side? Lemos by decision plus 350. Okay. Let's see. Robertson round 3 or decision plus 145. Okay. Over 2.5 rounds, minus 120. Okay, what else? What else do we like? Do some folks like a Robertson inside distance line? Anybody think Robertson finishes? Lemos by sub plus 1,000. That'd be crazy. I could put it just money line at option. Fucking hell. You were sure on Buchecha until I watched you the other night. Have him in 4 different parlays and fuck. Not necessarily number one bullshit. I mean, bro, as much as I back my picks with confidence, it's the fucking fight game. All right. Poll is up now. Prop voting is live. Melky and Asplund is fire. What's that? Be about plus 140, I think. Let's see. I might be right. It could be plus 140. Plus 176, even better. Plus 176. Feel like Melky and Asplund. There you go. Buchecha getting slept. I think he's getting pieced up on the feet as well. He's getting thudded up by some big shots. You might have to do a Gucci Mamba. You're live for it, bro. That's what I call a ballsy two-legger. Ballsy two-legger. Savage two-legger. A savage two-legger. All right, I'm closing out the poll, bro. It's too far ahead. It is what it is. The people are fucking, dude, wide on it. Finally finished taping up this fight. I'm in, boys. Tricky fights a bit. Keen to see what the fan is going. Let's go, Paku. Good to see you, bro. The winner was Robertson, round 3 or decision, plus 145. That is the community call. Now, our next fight is going to bring us up to the 6-fight main card. Let's throw it down. All right. Get your votes in now. We got Bobby King Green versus Lance Gibson Jr. It's weird, man, because Lance is 30 years old, absolutely in his prime. Bobby Green at 39, absolutely not. But a shitload of fights. Been doing this forever. 50 pro fights for Bobby Green. This is 51st professional fight. He's 39 years old. He hasn't looked good in a long time. Most recent fights, losses to Mauricio Hufi, losses to Paddy Pimblett. Coming off an injury in August leading up to the Diego Ferreira fight. Jim Miller decision win back at UFC 300. Before that, it was a bad loss to Jalen. Before that, Grant Dawson. I mean, shit, dude. What is Lance Gibson really got? We don't know. His only loss is to Valdir Tokov. And Tokov is a fucking dangerous man. Tokov's good. Tokov, since that fight, is only, lost one time. He's 3-1. Went to split decisions with J.J. Wilsons, Chris Gonzalez, who at the time were good prospects. Shit, dude. Old man Bobby Green. You know, it's more if I pick Bobby Green and Lance Gibson just fucking mollywops him, I'm going to be like, are you fucking joking? If I pick Bobby Green and he loses, I'm going to feel like a buffoon. If I pick Lance Gibson and he loses, I'm going to be like, wow, Bobby showed out. There's like that element of the fight where it's Lance Gibson may be the underdog, but he's substantially more primed. Bobby Green, where's he at? Where is he at? Where is he at? At 39. Last fight was in March when Hoofy chinned him. Lance Gibson, he's got 4 knockouts, 3 submissions, 2 decisions. He's been training for a very long time, though he doesn't have an insane amount of professional experience. Did go 4-0 as an amateur and has a long martial arts background. Father was a UFC fighter. He's been begging for a chance to get in the octagon. I mean, for him, this is the fucking dream come to reality. His life goal is UFC versus a guy that's on the way out. I think I got to just go with my intellect of combat and say you favor the prospect over the guy that seems to be in the twilight of his run and potentially after 2 straight knockout losses washed. I'm going to go with Lance Gibson to pull this one out at plus 180. I just can't pick Bobby Green. I can't do it, man. And listen, if Bobby shows out, wow, he just took out a good prospect. But Lance Gibson is a 9-1 pro who's 30. He's not a noob to martial arts. It's not like he just started training 5 years ago. He's a lifetime martial artist. I think Lance Gibson is going to be somewhat of the more deceptive striker, right? Bobby's hands are low. Like, I think he could get caught. I don't know about that Bobby chin. I think Gibson is live for the finish. Gibson inside distance plus 240. Gibson to win by submission sits at plus 650 with a KO at plus 375. I can't go with the twilight of his run. I have to go with the prospect on the now, on the come up, on the rise. I'm going to go with Lance Gibson to win, and so is the chat. Which is kind of scary seeing the chat is on the same side. Not to say I don't believe in you guys, but, you know, the whole public's on it. Gibson sub plus 650. Green decision plus 175. Dog or pass. What's Gibson on the scorecards? Gibson by decision plus 600. I mean, he definitely could win by decision. Do you guys want KO or decision as the final prop option? KO's plus 375. Decisions plus 600. Gibson inside distance is plus 240. KO plus 375. Okay. Listen, Michael Johnson showed out against Zellhuber. But he wasn't coming off 2 back-to-back knockout losses or 2 back-to-back finish L's. You know? I think ultimately you could dog or pass it straight play. Imagine vintage Green shows up and Styles on the dude. That'd be cool as fuck. I'd be happy for Bobby. I think Gibson inside distance makes a ton of sense. It's only plus 240. So what if it goes distance and then you're pissed? You could have just went for a straight money line at plus 180. You know? You know what I mean? If Vintage Green shows up, that's going to be a fucking movie in itself. Vintage Bobby Green. Vintage Bobby Green. Wow, 43% of the chat going dog or pass. Also, guys, we're at 64 likes. Run the likes up. It's the last PropAholics show of the year. I feel like I need at least 70 likes up in here for the last PropAholics show. You guys agree or what? If Green wins, respect. But I'm going to go with Gibson, dreaming of becoming a UFC fighter over an aging Bobby. I'm going to go with the prospect versus the aging vet, especially as an underdog. Lance Gibson to win. Lance Gibson to win. Green by decision and Gibson KO tied at second. In first place, though, is dog or pass. I mean, Fiziev had a good fight with him, but, bro, that was a long time ago. Bobby was primed at that point. Like, Bobby was on a roll at that point. That was a different Bobby Green, man. The Bobby Green we've been seeing lately is not the Bobby Green that went distance with Fiziev. Bobby got a couple decent wins, but he's always been overrated, though. Nah, it's good convo, KZ. I'm not shitting on you for making it, bro. Don't think that. I like the banter. All right, up next, we got a battle of jiu-jitsu versus MMA. All right. Battle of combat styles, really, here. All right. Thank you for already hitting the like button, buddy. I appreciate all my likers. All right. Get your votes up in the poll for who you got. I'm putting odds up for the remainder of the fights. Inspired by Herb in chat. Shout out to OG Herb. AJ Instagram underrated. Both this week, I had Melky repost my story and Pantoja now like my story. That's cool as fuck, Stormy Normie. I got to follow your footsteps. Who you going for? King Kennedy and Nzechukwu or Marcus, the jiu-jitsu guy, Buchecha? Yeah, I got to go Kennedy. Bobby Green is like cocaine. Your memory of him is way better than your bankroll will buy you on Saturday night. Holy shit. Wow, and Nzechukwu has jumped out to a strong lead. Exactly. Buchecha's not Volter Walker. Just because Volter Walker got the leg, like Walker's an animal. Buchecha's not that animal. Votes are coming in quick here for the side of Nzechukwu. Look at that. Why? Not even competitive. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And Nzechukwu at 78%. It's not even a fight. The fucking Green Fazio fight feels like a lifetime ago now. All right, so for this fight, I think it's a sensible way to run it up. You can go Nzechukwu KO. Right? I think that makes a lot of sense. Plus 160. If you believe in jiu-jitsu side of Buchecha by sub. plus 210. If you're interested in going for him, you know? Nzechukwu KO round 1 plus 475. Okay. All right. Bam. Get your votes in now. We got a few options here. More than a few. We got good options. 100% an emotional bet for me. I hope the KO is violent and in the first round. Hey, I put in first round KO just because of you, bro. If Nzechukwu looks good at the face off, you might bet him. Wow, Buchecha sub. Look at these guys. The Buchecha sub fanatics. 6%. Damn, everybody going Nzechukwu KO. Shit. Kennedy ITD. Can you imagine Kennedy subs him? That'd be more of like just a fucking bit of a laugh that we'd get out of it. Plus 900 for him by sub. %46. Not even a close poll at the moment. My word. Complete dismantling on the poll already. One-way traffic and a half. Nzechukwu KO. It's too far of a gap to even overcome. It was hard to pick a side here. Really depends where the fight takes place. Buchecha can get grappling going. Kennedy can make mistakes in transition and get ups. Buchecha could get him. You like under 2.5. I think fight is posed for a finish. Yeah. I think so. Did I not bring the graphic up for Buchecha and Nzechukwu? My bad if I didn't. Fuck. My apologies. What part of New England are you from? I was originally born in what's it called? Weymouth, but I lived in like Dedham, bro. It's outside of Boston, but I live in Florida now, my dog. Under 2.5 is minus 275, Paku. And Nzechukwu KO is a different level of wide at this point. Also, chat, we're at 72 likes. Let's run it up to 80 likes. Let's go. Big J, 80 like J. You know what I'm saying? 80 like J up in this bitch. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Charriere and Costa. Odds for the fight, minus 110 on both sides. Shit. Yeah, Nzechukwu KO destroyed. Not even close. Let's keep running. Next fight on the card is Melky Costa versus Morgan Charriere. I like the side of Melky Costa to win, chat. I like Melky Costa's game. I think he's a good kickboxer. I like his grappling abilities. And I also think Morgan Charriere is a bit of a wild man, but it's on the bit overrated side. Nothing that Charriere really does makes me say, oh, wow, Charriere is that guy, you know? I feel like Charriere could win the third round, but he's going to be getting outstruck. He's going to be getting outworked. The dog in him, I guess, could be the difference maker late, but I like Melky. Chat seems to like Melky too. Holy shit. I think Melky's too hittable. I think Charriere's throwing wild shots, though. Don't go against France. I tend to fade the French, dude, and I'll pay sometimes. Charriere does have good power, true. Stormy Normie going the Melky lock, bro. Savage Stormy Normie going Melky lock. The different animal. Wow. I agree. Charriere is not Steve Garcia. Completely. For an even Stevens fight, man, wide line between the people in chat. 71% of the community votes are on the side of Costa. I wish you were allowed to watch tape on stream. That'd be a fun stream, but not allowed, bro. I wish I could, dude. All right. Chat going Costa, even money favorite, but nonetheless, the people's pick of the night. How the fuck y'all want to run it up with props, huh? What is the favorite calls of the people? Of course, I'm going to do the just money line it option. But what are some of the people's calls for this fight? What do you like? Melky Costa on the scorecards? Costa by decision? Only plus 130, though. Over 2.5 is minus 200. Charriere KO plus 350. Listen, I have to put one down. Charriere round 3 or decision. Oh, it's only plus 200. Not as good as I thought it would be. Costa decision is just boring at plus 130. Costa has X black in his bio. That's fucking crazy, bro. Melky Costa's a goof. Charriere by KO plus 350. Right. I think Melky by decision at plus 130. You like Melky sub? What's crazy is that's actually the last prop I was just writing in, bro. You said it right as soon as I wrote it down. So shout out to Herb with the Mystic Mac early thought. Look at that. There's your lineups. Melky decision odds is plus 130. You're money lining both? Like, I'm assuming in 2 like alternate parlays. Hey, I wish you luck. I wish you nothing but savage luck, my friend. Melquizael Costa. The sub odds at plus 800 are crazy. Costa sub D-Gen prop. I respect that at 8-1. He's got good jiu-jitsu. Money line because you're a bitch, but decision for the method. Listen, I respect the money line, especially on an even Stevens fight. I mean, I get the mentality on going straight down the center. Nothing wrong with that. At minus 110, you know, you don't really have to stress yourself out too much, Storm. You know what I mean? You can just go straight down the center and ride with it. Bledá, Croden, Asplund money lines, then roll on main card. I respect the lineup, bro. Shout out to Stay Pete 2K. Good value, Jay. Exactly. It's solid. Even money. It'd be nice if it was cost at plus 150, though. It's a competitive fight. And the odds reflect exactly that. That to a T. Charriere KO, Buchecha round 1, plus 1340. Okay. Buchecha round 1. Dang, you think he's going to sub him easy. The chat is picking Costa decision in first place, but just money line is now tied for first. Pretty toss-up-y in the chat voting poll here. Let's see as I close that out in 3, 2, 1. Bang, bang, bang. Costa by decision wins 38%. Decision Costa gang. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. Finally, we get into some of the big fights. We got 3 left. 3 savage fights left, man. The winner of that one was Costa decision. Second place was just money line it, though, which is not a bad idea. Even money. Next fight is our featured fight. It's Cesar Almeida versus Cezary Oleksiejczuk. I think that Cezary Oleksiejczuk is a prospect to behold. Guy's got power in both hands. He's a southpaw. He's 25. He's got a long reach. He's got everything his brother didn't have, with more power, more athleticism. And I just think he is a future talent in this weight class. And I view Cesar Almeida as a guy that's shown some chinks in the armor, getting dropped by Abdul Razak Al Hassan before finding a highlight reel knockout, I must add. But I think Cezary Oleksiejczuk's boxing prowess is going to be the ultimate difference maker between these two. I think he lands some big shots on the feet. I think he hurts Cesar Almeida. I think he knocks Cesar Almeida out. I like Cezary Oleksiejczuk to win by KO. I think that Cesar Almeida is a good kickboxer, but he's a bit hittable with straight shots. If you're able to put some pressure on him, yeah, he got the nice knockout of Al Hassan and he's got some power, but I don't see Oleksiejczuk getting done in like that. I think Oleksiejczuk going to do bad things to him, man. I'm confident in my guy, Cezary Oleksiejczuk. I think he's going to go out and fuck Cesar Almeida up, actually. And I think it's probably going to be a first-round knockout. I don't think this is a close fight. I think there is a wide disparity in skill set between the two of them, and I'm riding with the side of none other than Cezary Oleksiejczuk. Oleksiejczuk is 95% of the chat's pick. I mean, it's not even close. Not even close. Not even a fucking conversation to be had. Oleg gonna give Caesar a literal seizure. Holy shit. Nah, I like to play on words, Stormy Normie. That was good. Cezary Oleksiejczuk. All right, all right. Possible to recap the props. I'll do it at the end, bro. It varies card to card, Herb. Let's see. Oleksiejczuk KO plus 140. Plus 140. All right. Plus 140. Damn. What if he gets a sub? Oleksiejczuk KO round 1 plus 365. All right. Under 2.5 minus 185. Too many dudes be loving Santos because of her OnlyFans. You're right. I think Cezary Oleksiejczuk is a real problem in this weight class. We getting ponytail AJ this card? We might have to, bro. I mean, right now we got just AJ rocking the fucking curly ass flows. Stay tuned, Pete. Curly flow J up in this bitch. Dude, I think that Cezary Oleksiejczuk should win. I'll be shocked if he loses. Seriously, shock. It will send shockwaves down my spine. Chat, we're at 75 likes. Can we get 80 likes up in here? Make sure you guys smash that like button if you haven't yet. Run the likes up like savages, chat. Dirty savages. Animalistic savages. Smashing likes left and right. You understand me? Like absolute animals. And YouTube, I need that 10% algorithm boost. We're about to hit the co-main event. So now's the time, you know? There's a lot of trust in the unproven this card. Faith-based predictions. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Croden is a striker who defeated another striker, so it stands to reason that Lisboa would do a little better than against the judoka. And I think that the side of Croden, even if she's taken down, I don't think Santos is buzzsawing through on the ground. Croden's a big woman, too. That's a hard fight for Santos. I think Croden's a very live underdog. I see some arguing in the chat about it. The Oleksiejczuk inside this, nah, it's the KO line taking the lead. The thing with Croden is I like her physicality at 5'9", having some muscle on her, good power, good striking base. And then Santos' stand-up is pretty basic. She got good grappling, but how good? Thought Croden fought in slow motion against Lisboa. I mean, she finished her. She lost the first round, but she turned up after. I think Croden's pretty good. Think Santos would get to her hips easily? All right, I guess we'll find out. Tune in live, Primordial Waters, and we'll see the reaction. We'll see what happens on Saturday. We shall find out. Yeah, I think Croden's striking is undoubtedly better than Santos' striking. Santos' striking is very basic. And she's not the most physically imposing girl either. I don't think so. Croden was piecing up. Had her looking like Tom Aspinall. You just lost your argument by saying had her looking like Tom Aspinall. You're acting like Tom Aspinall got knocked out in the first round by Cyril Gane. He got eye gouged after getting caught with a couple of shots, but never even hurt in the fight. What are we talking about here? What type of deluded bias ass take is that, dude? It would have been better if you would have used a different example. Who's getting busted up like Dustin Poirier did against Holloway or something like that. Or like fucking Aslan did against Baranovsky or something, you know? Then he used the fight that ended in a fucking no contest? What are we talking about? You have screenshots. She's bloody like Tommy. She had a bloody nose. I mean, yeah, you can watch the fight online. Yes. You're acting like you have some inside information about the fight. What the fuck are you talking about, Primordial Waters? Like, I'm not saying don't pick Santos if you think she's going to win, but the fucking comparison. It's like, why are you even talking about the boxing? Santos is going to grapple her. Santos is going to lose a kickboxing fight if they strike. They don't engage in grappling. Croden's a 3-1 favorite. If Santos looks to grapple, of course, and she could maybe get her down. Cezary for the dub all day, chat. Hey, smash the like button if you're fucking with Cezary Oleksiejczuk is a confident pick for me. Because I feel damn good about Cezary. You my favorite? Hey, thank you, Brian McFarland. Hey, Base J comments. I like seeing it. Thank you, Hollow Heretic. Let's go. Shout out to the Base J Savages. I'm picking against the adulterous OnlyFans account of Luana Santos. The downgrade, okay? the deterioration, the fall off of a society. We are now in the Sodom and Gomorrah era of society, okay? This is degenerate behavior. Do you feel me? Melissa Croden for the righteous side. Oh, shit. OnlyFans fade is plus EV, exactly. Fade the OF. Folks in the new Street Fighter movie. I did see something about that. Can we shout out my poker group chat? Shout out your poker group chat, Brian McFarland. Shout out to Brian McFarland's poker group chat. They all love my videos. Thank you for the support. Shout out to the poker savages. Every once in a while, AJ goes full Italian and I'm here for it. The fuck you talking about? It comes out sometimes. Lisboa is a bomb. I'm not arguing that Lisboa is a world-class talent or anything. Hey, good to see you, Zohan. I know I haven't seen you in a minute, but good to see you here, my bro. We arguing women's MMA. We about to get to the co-main event, and I'm having an argument about a women's MMA fight on this show. Gotta love PropAholics, bro. I'm arguing the second fight of the night, women's fight, or fourth fight of the night, I should add. The second fight of the night, one of the early fights of the night, the women's fight. I'm sitting here arguing. I'm almost 2 hours into the goddamn stream, and I'm arguing about that fight. We're talking about a women's prelim fight. The fuck is going on? It's the last card of the year, bro. That's what's going on. Holy shit. All right. We got to keep perusing on up. I got the poll up for the main event, or co-main event, sorry. Giga Chikadze versus Kevin Vallejos. All right. I'm in the mood now, all right? Listen, I've been chilling for a while on this stream, but now it's time to get fucking business and serious. What are we talking about? I just cooked, bro. Hey, thank you, Paku. 10-8 AJ up here, W. Giga Chikadze and Kevin Vallejos, to me, is one of those fights where it's like you're looking at the old guard versus the new. I heard Mike Finch's take. I was with him live. Vallejos is a midget. He's Henry Cejudo's fight, etc., etc. He's a 24-year-old striker with serious aggressive power, and he has a good ability of walking people down with boxing. Giga Chikadze is 37, towards that final era, okay? His kicking skills are nice, for sure, all right? Giga Chikadze, he's got the Giga kick, and we can talk about that all night long. But Kevin Vallejos going to get up in his face, all right, and get all up in his ass like fucking something Aljamain Sterling would say. No Diddy on it. I think Kevin Vallejos is going to break Giga Chikadze. I don't know if he's going to finish him, but he's going to walk him down. He's going to land bigger shots. He's going to mix in some grappling if need be. And I think Giga's getting cracked inside of the pocket. He's going to look slowed down. He's going to have a hard time keeping this crazy kid off of him. Listen, Giga Chikadze is a primed kickboxer 5 years ago, not in 2025, nearly 2026. Kevin Vallejos is going to land bigger and better shots. Kevin Vallejos is going to do more damage throughout the entire fight. And Kevin Vallejos, at the end of it, will have his hand raised, and they will be calling him that prospect to watch. And welcome to the motherfucking top 15. I don't see Vallejos losing this shit. Giga, he's going to get outworked by the younger man. And I see Vallejos handling business and looking pretty damn good doing it. Now, as far as the betting lines for the fight, Vallejos is a 3-1 favorite. So we call him fat favorite Vallejos at the 3-1 odds. It is what it is. Giga Chikadze, is he, in prime form, a plus 250 underdog? No. But we're not looking at prime form Giga Chikadze. We're looking at a Giga Chikadze at 37 who's lost some fights, that seems to have lost a step. Looking to make some bankroll. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And that's the truth. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Vallejos for the win. 3-1 favorite. You want to chase odds? Of course you do. It's not Vallejos. It's Vallejos. Vallejos? Yeah, Vallejos. I'll look it up. For now, I'm calling him Vallejos because it's rolling off my tongue. Kevin fucking Vallejos. What are you talking about? Vallejos is a fucking menace to society, this little fucking guy. 5'6" doesn't make a fucking difference when he's up in your face dropping heavy fists. You can be 6'7", but he's dropping bombs on you over the top. You know? Giga Chikadze can't keep up with it, man. Giga Chikadze's getting outdogged up in here. It's a different level. Vallejos, whatever the fuck you want to call him. This little motherfucker, El Chino, he's a bad man. And I think he's going to show Giga Chikadze what the new generation looks like. And I think a lot of people are going to be sitting there saying, damn, those that said I want to chase underdog us, damn, Giga's washed. And you're going to be saying, damn it, I should have just stayed away. Or you can throw Vallejos in a parlay. And a little Oleksiejczuk Vallejos parlay, a little Lock City. Call it a fucking day. What do you think? What do you think? You think that Cesar Almeida is going to knock out my boy Oleksiejczuk? Fuck out of my face. Fuck no. Not possible. You think Giga Chikadze's stopping Vallejos' pressure? No, he can't keep up. He's going to be getting dog walked. He's going to get done in dirty. There comes a time in every fighter's life, all right, where they reach that final stretch. And they should fight fellow OGs or guys that aren't 16-1 prospects. What are we talking about? Vallejos is a bad motherfucker. What? Because Danny Silva survived the onslaught in his, what, sophomore UFC appearance? Doesn't mean he's not going to go out like a menace to society and drop hammers up in this bitch. Vallejos is a bad motherfucker. Let me tell you right now, decision makes sense, but the way that he fucking fights is animalistic pressure, okay? He's looking to put a cinder block through the skull of Giga Chikadze. He's trying to hit him with a motherfucking frying pan of a right hand. And it's going to be dangerous shit for Giga Chikadze on the other end. I'd be worried. Listen, if you're Giga, you better be fucking running. But what's going to happen when Giga gets rocked on the feet? He's going to look to wrestle? That's the problem. Giga doesn't have an option B. It's kickboxing from range, and that's it. Vallejos can box with him. Vallejos can kick with him, too. Trust me, he can. And Vallejos can definitely take him down if need be. He wins this fight in all three areas. The better boxer, the better wrestler, the younger fighter. Where does Giga have the edge? His body kicks from distance. But is Vallejos going to sit there and just play kickboxing from the outside? What do you think? He's challenged mentally? Just because he's short, height challenged, doesn't mean he's challenged up top. He's going to walk him down mean. He's going to walk him down ferocious. He's going to get angry. He's going to walk him down and throw fucking hammers at his face. And if he doesn't land big shots, he's going to say, well, let me take down this old motherfucker. That's to put it bluntly. I think it's not really old in real life at 37, but come on. Come on. Come on. It's Vallejos all day. What are we talking about? Vallejos is going to handle. He's a huge favorite for a real. What the fuck? Come on. Stop it. Vallejos beats David Onama right now. Vallejos beats Giga Chikadze, and then he beats David Onama in the same night. He knocks David Onama out. Vallejos, don't sleep on this fucking kid. Just because he's height challenged. Height don't mean nothing when you're fucking laying on your back. You could be 7 feet tall, but if your opponent's standing over you after they knock you the fuck out, you might as well not be an inch tall. You understand? Doesn't mean shit. And I think Vallejos doing damage up in here. The thing is with Giga, if Giga goes leg kick heavy, he's getting caught with a big punch over the top. Giga's a sharpshooter to the body, bro, but he doesn't have that fucking leg kick savagery. I think Vallejos handles business. Vallejos to handle business. Vallejos dub. Club and sub. I mean, I don't know, man. A sub for Vallejos at plus 650. I'd be more surprised by that. He's got 2 submission wins, but I don't know. I mean, if he won by sub, that'd be really cool. Chat, we're at 83 likes. What the fuck is up? Let's get 100 likes up in here, chat. We're approaching the hour 45-minute mark. I know there's 17 people who haven't hit the like yet. What are you doing sitting on the sidelines not hitting like? What, you don't like what I'm saying? Even if you disagree, bro, for the savage entertainment I bring towards the end of the show, you should be hitting the fucking like button. What the hell is happening? So hit the button and show some damn love. Let's go. I'm in a fucking mood and a half now, bro. That guy got me riled up in chat. Talking about fucking Croden, Lisboa, and fucking Santos. Riled me the fuck up. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for riling me up, bro. The stream is better because of it. I prefer getting a little bit riled up sometimes. Fuck, man. Giga decision? You really think Vallejos can hold Giga down if he needs to? Fuck yes, he could. Fuck yes. Thank you for the like, Fresh, today. Fuck yes, he could. Vallejos all day long. What are we talking about? The fuck is this conversation to be had? There's levels in this bitch. Stop it. I gotta have a little anger behind it. You come off soft. Hey. 58, now 60%. Wow. Vallejos by KO is the common denominator pick of the masses. At 62%, the prediction is that Giga Chikadze is looking up at the light saying, what the fuck did this little motherfucking Henry Cejudo clone hit me with? El Chino to get it done dirty. El Chino to go out and thrive. El Chino to drop some heavy fisticuffs, okay? El Chino to rip them up. El Chino to show him levels. El Chino to drop some motherfucking bombs. The Argentine Savage, bro. That El Chino nickname, you can't carry that lightly. You understand? You got the nickname El Chino, you better be a savage. And we'll see it. And we'll see it. Kid's a savage. I really like Vallejos' chances in this one. And I think he does bad things to Giga past his best days, man. Listen, Giga, he's running on megabytes. You understand? And he's taking on the fucking terabyte Vallejos, man, for the computer nerd types. And that's it. Levels to this bitch. And that's how this game of fighting goes sometimes. All right, let me get the odds for the fucking main event, and then we're running it. I don't care. I don't fucking care, bro. I don't care if I got a plus, or excuse me, I'm minus 230, whatever the fuck. Who gives a shit? All right, run this shit up, huh? Main event, Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape. If you haven't hit the like button, what do you want me to say to you? If you're watching on replay, hit the like. If you're watching, you haven't hit the like. Whatever the fuck you want to do. All right? You want to subscribe? Do it. Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. You should subscribe, though. You should. You should subscribe for the vibe. All right. So, Brandon Royval got the fucking raw dog status in savage mode. Manel Kape, the Portuguese wonder. Royval's going to lose the boxing exchanges. Royval's going to lose the boxing exchanges. That's the fucking truth, man. Royval's a gangster. I like Royval. I like Royval's style. That dog tough pressure in your face, throwing fucking volume. But Manel Kape's a sharp blade. Manel Kape's a legit ass boxer. Like, good stand up. He's like on ice skates as he's moving in and out of the range. I'm telling you, it's like, I don't know if he's got wheels attached to the bottom of his feet, bro. I don't understand how he darts in and out like that. They call him Little Lightning, okay? Manel Kape is quick as fuck. And he's going to be cracking the side of Brandon Royval. I think Raw Dog Royval is going to sit in the pocket and slug heavy fist at times, and that's going to make him bleed. It's going to make him pay. I think Royval is going to be throwing some kicks on the outside, trying to attack the legs. Southpaw versus southpaw. Availability of the calf kick. If I'm Royval, I'm trying to shut that calf down. Problem is, though, got the height. He can kick him from the outside. But Kape is good at closing that gap and landing hard. And that arm difference in length, 68 to 68, in punch range, even in the mid-range. Like, you know, Kape, obviously you get caught by kicks from distance, but when you throw that kick, you're then stationary, right? And then something's got to come behind it. Kape is going to land some counters in the punch range there. And I think we're going to see Royval outboxed, Royval cracked and connected on with some real thunderous blows. And I think ultimately, Manel Kape is a dangerous man. And at 32 years of age, he's on the cusp of title contention. Obviously, the joke going around the world is the titties. They got to put a bra on him. I guess he's wearing one of those women's sports bras for the fight. The guy knows an advantage, bro. You know, his hormone levels are out of whack because he's got so much testosterone in his system. That shit's all converting to estrogen. He's going fucking crazy. Angry Kape throwing a fucking temper tantrum. I think Kape wins this one by decision. Back and forth dogfight. Definitely moments for both men. But at the end of it, Manel Kape is the man who should get his hand raised. And my prediction is Manel Kape to win, clearly doing bad things to Brandon Royval. Royval will have moments, but Royval needs it on the ground. He needs the back. I don't see him just kickboxing it up with him, man. He's going to get stuck in the pocket. He's going to get slugged in the pocket. And Manel Kape is the quicker boxer and the more precise hitter. And Manel Kape is going to be my winner. I'm going Kape for the W And the chat is going Royval. They're going against me. Wow. Wow. Respect. You know what I like about this chat? You want to know what I like about this chat? We don't have a fucking hive mind in chat. The chat is free thinking. Now, at the end of the day, Brandon Royval is a very popular people's underdog on Tapology. He's 56% of the picks. The reason a lot of you guys are probably picking him is because he's at dog status, and I get it. And I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. The odds should be closer than this. The odds should be closer than they shouldn't be this wide. I fully understand. The odds should be a lot closer, bro. I think they should be 2-1. Something along those lines makes more sense to me. Something like that. But it is what it is. Let's talk about the prop betting side. So the people pick Royval dog. So I'm going to put dog or pass on your lineup. You like the doggy dog or pass side. There you go. Dog or pass is right in your lineup, right in your face. What else do we got? Cop decision plus 265. How you guys like it on the other side with Royval? Over 2.5. Minus 225. I do think it goes over 2.5. Hey, listen to Hernanov, chat. Please drop a like. We are 5 likes away. 5 likes away. Understand me? 5 savage likes away. You see what I'm saying? 5 likes away. We're 5 likes away. You hear me? You see me? I'm zooming in on you. You fucking. I think I'm playing around. I'm going all fucking head J up in here. What do you think? It's a game? 5 like. You see this? We're 5 likes away, man. Why you not hitting the button, dog? Smash it. Smash it. Smash it. All right, let me fix that. All right, looks good. Back to normal. 5 likes away. Up close and personal, Jay. Thank you guys for 102 likes. All right. I got dog or pass, cop decision, over 2.5. If you like Royval, how do you like him? What do you want me to put cop KO? What do you like? What do you like? What do you like, bro? What type of line do you like? Get him to 100 so you end the stream? I'm not ending the stream. What the fuck is you talking about, dog? What are you talking? End the stream. What are you talking? End the stream, bro. What do you mean end the stream? Who's ending the stream? Huh? Not end this shit. Ending the stream. What the fuck you talking about? Royval split? Nah. Royval decision? I guess. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about the prop for Royval. Royval decision plus 550. That's what you guys are getting. That's what you. I'm telling you what you're gonna fucking get. And that's it. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Kape has that super gyno. Gyno and a half. Mega gyno. Gyno. I gotta bring the fucking PropAholics slate back up. Whoa. Whoa. Your lock is to bet on point deduction. Cop eye gouge and nut shot. Bam. Pathway to success, baby. Eye gouge and nut shot him hard, Manel Cop. What I want from you. I'm joking. I don't actually want. Fucking around. Why no Cop KO prop? Because Royval is a fucking gangster, bro. If you like Cop KO, it's plus 105. Bro, I'm literally gonna walk off the fucking stream. Royval decision at 40%. Fuck it. Congratulations, bro. Royval by decision at plus 550 is the people's favorite pick of the night. Wow. Okay. Kape by decision at second place. Dogger pass third, over 2.5 last. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Raw Dog Royval's witnesses up in here. My fucking word. Kape getting titty fuck Raw Dog is funny as shit. Damn, chat. Wow. I'm at a loss for words a bit. Wow. Wow. The chat is against me big time, bro. On the fucking last fight of the year, y'all are against me big time. I thought there's a lot more Kape believers up in here, man. Wow. Holy shit. I'm processing information right now. So wow. All right. Let me just quickly run through the prop recap. Bledá decision won the first one for the people. Pat KO won the second. Croden decision won the third. Asplund KO won the fourth. Amosov sub won the fifth. Over 1.5 for the Brito Thomson fight. Robertson round 3 decision won the ladies fight. Lemos and Robertson. Dogger pass was hit for the green and Gibson Jr. fight. Nzechukwu KO won over Buchecha. Costa decision won. Oleksiejczuk KO. Vallejos KO. And then Royval decision. Those are the people's calls from the community votes. I am looking to find the most dominant community vote. So Croden by decision hit 50%. And then Vallejos KO hit 59. So according to the chat, right, based upon percentage points, they would prefer to have this as a cycle parlay. Vallejos to win by knockout at plus 210. With the side of underdog Melissa Croden to win on the judges' scorecards. That one sits at plus 240. Together, you have a plus 954 line. So this is the community's call. And I think you guys got some balls on it. And I respect you guys on it. I have a little bit of like, maybe I understand the takes and I don't think it's crazy, but I also think like Oleksiejczuk by KO makes a lot of sense. But then again, I'm putting my own bias in it. PropAholics is kind of the community show, even though I'm giving you guys a hard time for going against me. Like, obviously it's fine. Like, I respect that you guys have free independent thought and are not just hive-minded, morons. Oleksiejczuk, I think, gets a knockout. I see it happening. I feel like he's handling business here. Then if you like, still that same side, you're like, yo, I want to go Croden decision. Croden by decision, currently sitting at the plus 240. And if you're like, yo, I also like Vallejos KO, give me the whole run through. There you go, plus 2,324. A freaky majority draw is crazy. Amosov sub is something that called my name. I think Amosov is winning by sub, man. Amosov by sub is also good call from the chat at 48%. I think alternate violence play. Amosov via submission, right? He goes out and fucking strangles. Bam. With big body Asplund by KO. Asplund by KO and him is plus 473. Loses a little bit of steam, but at the end of the day, still seems rather probable that shit comes to fruition in that type of manner, right? And then if you like Melky, our boy, Silky Melky Costa decision on the other front. I'm using the people's calls, by the way. plus 1389. So some savage cycles I'm running up with. More so just trying to give you guys a variety. But if you do then want to run it with the people's calls, Vallejos by KO on your fucking lineup. And then, you know, you believe, hey, I'm going Croden. I got my balls and I'm grabbing them tightly. And maybe they pop, maybe they don't. I guess we'll find out on fucking fight day. Plus 15, 595. Holy shit. And then obviously Oleksiejczuk. I think he is live to go win by violence. Oleksiejczuk by KO plus 35,000. Now we can go nuts, you know? As far as like the props that speak to me is like Oleksiejczuk inside the distance. I feel like that's a pretty live play to come through. I do think if you like Croden, she's live for that decision. Even though she's going to land some big shots, I feel like Santos' chin could hold up and she just loses a pretty clean 3-rounder. I feel like betting on Guilherme Pat by KO is dangerous. I do think like Asplund to win by KO makes a ton of sense. If it's not a KO, what the hell is it? Asplund by KO with then Oleksiejczuk by KO, double KOs. Bam, plus 339. And then you go Vallejos by KO with the people want. Plus 1261. Write down your fucking slate. Then if you're like, yeah, man, I'm not trusting in no BJJ specialist. I'm going with violence. You go in Nzechukwu by KO. Now you got plus 3439. Right? You can run it from there. You can go crazy. What do you want to do? Croden wins? Bam. Give me that Croden call. Croden by decision. Bam. Plus 11. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh. Well, take with the information as you wish with PropAholics. This card, I mean, you can do some dangerous prop parlays for sure. Kennedy KO, Amosov sub, Vallejos decision. I think that's live. I also like Amosov sub, Oleksiejczuk KO, and Vallejos decision. That's a cycle parlay that I had called earlier in the week. So some ways to look at it. I'm going to have all of the PropAholics notes up in the Discord here in a minute. I hope you guys enjoyed this Vegas 112 episode of Savage PropAholics. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be live tomorrow afternoon. Weigh in, watch along, hang out, and then weigh in, recap. You guys know where to find me right here. I'll be live Saturday. Content every single Savage day of the week. You understand? I'm bringing thunder, and that's just how it goes. All right? Thank you guys for watching the stream. 2 hours. Nice little stream here for y'all. Hit the likes on the way out and turn the post notifications on. Big show tomorrow afternoon and then tomorrow in the midday as well with the weigh-in recap. So keep it locked in with the boy. All right? Peace, gangsters.